Hello anybody, and welcome back to Monday Morning Handicapping. This is Brad, and today I want to go over the 7th race at Golden Gate Fields on April 27th, 2024. It was a grade 3 event, 1 mile on the turf, and my top selection was number 10, Clovis Connection. You can hear about why I like this horse and why I selected it in my previous video about this race. He was 12 to 1 on the morning line, ended up going off at 15 to 1 odds, and now I just kind of want to watch the race and let everyone know what I see during the race and maybe help explain why he finished where he did. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look. So here's my horse in the 10 hole right here. We'll keep an eye on him. And there he goes. Keep an eye on his cap color. That's the easiest way to keep track of him. So right now he's getting out to the lead, which is what I wanted. I knew he had some speed, and I wanted him to break from the 10 post and get down to the rail a little bit so he's not hung out wide on the turns.
Clovis Connection on the outside third. Sumter's in fourth. El Bellator towards the inside fifth. Outside of him is Lamas in sixth. I'm going to be somebody races in seventh, and then I'm a gamble.
He gets out a little bit wide here, but that's okay. He's in the clear and avoiding any potential traffic.
3 wide in eighth, as it's Freeport Joe who is in ninth, position about 8.5 lengths off the lead. Kafkin Peak is in second last, and Balnikov is at the tail of the field.
I'll keep my cursor above him. And also you can see over here the first quarter mile in 22.8 seconds. That's pretty quick for a Golden Gate race, even on the turf.
Air Force Red has the lead by 3 parts of a length. Astronomer is in second, first quarter mile, 22.80. As it's Clovis Connections on the outside third.
My horse is sitting a pretty good trip. I knew he had speed. He also had the ability to pass runners in the past. So he's sitting off 2 front runners who are semi-dueling. They're not neck and neck, but they're keeping each other company, and he's got a clear view of what they're doing.
Lamas is to the outside of El Bellator. They're fourth and fifth and 3 lengths off the lead. Sumter is mid-flight in sixth. Then in...
I know it's hard to see, but if you look at my jockey's arms, they're starting to pump. He's starting to urge the horse to keep up with the pace.
Seventh, that's Freeport Joe.
Which is typically not necessarily a negative sign, but the horse isn't keeping up on its own, so the jockey's now using more of the horse's energy to keep up with the pace.
I'm a Gambler is in eighth, a ninth place.
Let's see if he can do it.
Somebody. Kafkin Peak is on the outside.
Here he is, starting to fall back a little.
Off the lead.
He's on the outside.
Champion Balnikov is at the tail of the field. The half in 46.26.
And he's not making up any ground after the jockey was asking him to pick it up. And here he goes. This is about where I know he doesn't really have a shot. He asked his horse for his best, and he's not really picking it up. He's on the outside. I know he's not going to win, so it's just a matter of how he finishes.
And then in fifth, it's Clovis Connection. Balnikov saves all the ground, is skimming the inside, is into the
back
top
here.
5 as they ride down to the final furlong in the San Francisco
not gonna make
Air
it.
Force Red with the lead. Lamas cut loose on the outside. Astronomer, Balnikov is towards the rail. They're in deep stretch. It's Lamas. Lamas close to home, and Lamas takes the San Francisco mile. Then it was Air Force Red and Balnikov.
And we'll take note on the final times up here in the corner and compare it to some of his previous races. So let's... So disappointing finish, as I said, obviously. But looking back in hindsight, that race, I don't know if anyone will remember the fractions of the race. I'll go over them now, but what I liked about this horse was that he showed some speed on the turf previously at a Santa Rosa race, especially right here. And if we actually go and look at these fractions, we look right here at his run line. He had an easy lead. He was in the lead the whole time. First call, second call, third. He had an easy lead, never really pressured. But if we look at the fractions, his first quarter mile was 23.51 seconds. And the race today that we just looked at was at 22.8. That's a difference of almost 3/4 of a second. And I should also mention, when a horse gets an easy lead, like it shows here, he was clear by a length, a half length, a length, a length and a half, a length and a quarter he finished. Horses tend to run better when they're not being pressured or looked in the eye by another horse. So not only was this horse or race 3/4 of a second faster, but he was also behind trying to keep pace. And then to the half mile, this race at Santa Rosa on the page was 47.8 seconds. Today's race, the half mile was run in 46.26 seconds, a difference of a second and a half. And then the 3/4 mile mark, today's race, or at Santa Rosa, it was running 1 minute 12.1, and today's race was 1 minute 9 seconds, 0.85, a difference of 2.25 seconds. So obviously the race today was much quicker early. When this horse ran one of his best races on turf, he had it his own way, and 3/4 of the way through the race, it was run 2 1/4 seconds slower, which is very significant in a race like horse, or any race really, but horse racing, especially at a mile. So bottom line is he was a little outclassed, well, a lot outclassed, no denying that. He just could not keep the pace, even though he had sat a nice trip behind a couple of front runners. Outclassed, wasn't ready today. I don't think the post position or his trip hurt him. It just, he wasn't up to the task. He had a grade 3, which is fine. I respect the trainer for taking a shot, I suppose. There were no indicators that he was going to win based on the betting public, but yeah, he, just a little outclassed, and I should have known there's a little more speed in the race to his inside. Again, 12. If he was 3-1, I probably would not have liked him so much. But at 12-1, I thought he had a lot of upside with his him being a 4-year-old, his second try at 4 years old, also shipping from Santa Anita. So again, you can go back to my last video if you want to hear more about the merits that I thought I saw in this horse before he came here. But it just wasn't his day. I took a shot, tried to go outside the box. The morning line favorite that I did not care for ended up running a close third, but did not win. So could have been right on the fact of not having the morning line favorite win, but otherwise, the horse that did win is a really sharp Golden Gate horse, and all props to him. Clovis Connection just wasn't his day. I don't know if we'll see him in a grade 3 at some point, but yeah, he was just a little too tested today, a little too much for him. But anyways, I hope someone got something out of this recap. It's been brought to my attention that because I want to pertain to a more amateur audience, that I should come out with some introductions to reading the racing form. So I think I will do that next. I just wanted to get my first couple videos out of the way, make a pick and explain the results of the race. So I hope this helps somebody out there. So I look forward to making my next video and hoping to catch a winner next time. So wish me luck, and I'll see you all soon. Thanks for watching. Like or subscribe, please, and see you next time.